Hello and welcome to my channel. So today I thought I'd do a little bit of a colour and chat. Yeah, if you've not seen my video for my 2021 goals, one of the main things for this year was to do more colour and chats, more colouring on camera. So here I am. I've got my creative companion here, which is my planner, which was another one of my goals for 2021. In this book I found out that Saturday is, the day this is going live, is Appreciate a Dragon Day. There it is, Saturday the 16th of January. And so I thought I would do a dragon picture because it seemed perfect. Let me just put that to one side. Okay, so this is the picture that the book I thought I'd work in today. Sorry for the glare, but this is Dragons in Nature. This is a really old colouring heaven that I have, and I have not coloured in it yet. So that was another one of my goals for 2021, was to colour more in my Colouring Heaven books. So 2 birds, 1 stone, or 1 dragon, as the case may be. Sorry, I think I just knocked the camera there, so if it skips a little bit, it's because I've had to edit out of big wobble. So this is the picture I've elected to do, and is obviously there's a dragon. There's our dragon wrapped around the tree stump. And I thought, because, you know, I'm trying to push myself a little bit this year as well to not just always use alcohol markers or gel pens, I thought I would do something rare. I'm going to use my Arteza real brush pens. Now these are water-based markers, and in general I'm not a fan of water-based you know, pens because I hate the streaks, but these have brush tips, and similar to my Faber-Castell, you know, water-based markers, if there's any that I get on with, it's the ones with the brush tips, and these are actually quite good. I only have 2 complaints about them really. Let me get rid of that so it's not glaring. The only complaints I have about them is one, well, it's not really a complaint, they're super juicy, which means they do bleed through the paper even though they're water-based. So they're a bit like alcohol markers. Let me just take that tag out. So I have got some blotter paper behind, which I'll need, not just to, you know, avoid imprints, that it will bleed through. And the other thing I don't like about them, I mean, that one's a semi-complaint because they're so pigmented is why they bleed. So super good pigment is obviously a good thing, so it's kind of counterbalanced. But the other thing about the pens I don't like is they have white writing on them, and you use the pen once and the white writing rubs off. But they are quite old, and it could be that they've improved their packaging since I've got mine. I think mine are about, well, they're over a year old, so maybe they fixed that problem. But yeah, I've got lots of pens now where I don't actually know what the colour is, so we're going to be winging things a little bit. But yeah, let me just pull out all the pens. As you saw, they're not in a pencil case because I don't use them that much, and they don't deserve a pencil case. So let me just pull out the trays, which makes a bit of a row, and then we'll get started. Right, I've actually got you in a bit closer and to the side because it occurred to me my hand would be in the way. I've pulled out a few Arteza pens. They're actually colours that I haven't used very much, so for all my complaining about how things rub off, I mean, you can see there it's got a bit rubbed off. Most of them actually I can read what the colours are because I've not used them very much. So I've not really thought about any sort of colour palette, but I'm going to start with the tree first because 1, that's nice and easy, and 2, I want to make it really dark. By the way, did I mention I've turned the flash off now because I've got the camera in closer and it was just like really glary, so I thought, right, we'll just have to try without. But anyway, as I was saying, or about to say, is I've seen some really cool pictures where people have been bold using black. Now I can't really imagine the tree stump being black because that would make it look kind of rotten, but I thought I would go with some really dark, bold browns. So nothing subtle about this, and we can just imagine that he's like buried deep in the forest, like, and this is him hiding. So we have a little tree house. Now I've got a bunch of reds and a bunch of browns. So I think what I'm going to do, but we're still going to start light because we'll start light and then work inwards. So I think I will start with the ginger, which hopefully is quite Actually, I'll tell you what we could do. Shall we? I could do, couldn't I? These do work as tip to tip. So we could blend it out just to make sure that this is like really sort of mottled. So if we do some tip to tip blending, we'll start dark and fade into light. Let's do that. Let's use something though. Let's not go totally dark. Let's try something like, what's this? Walnut brown. So we'll try that. Let's just get these caps off. Right. Put those there. Then this is where I'm going to be. I'm going to drop the pen, aren't I? Because that's what I do. So we'll go. Let's do this way. So when you're doing tip to tip, so if you're not familiar with these pens, you can see they're brush tips. They're not like the felt brush though. They are like paint pens, you know, paint brushes. So if we just do a little bit of, this is the darker colour that I'm tipping down. Sorry, I can still see horrible shadows, even though I've turned the light off. So let's see how that goes. We'll just, if we start in here, and I'm just going to do brush strokes. And I'm hoping because for once I actually want the streaks, not streaks, but you know, I want this to be mottled, and I'm going to do this as a base, and then we can do some work afterwards with pencils, just to smooth things out where things aren't smooth, and to bring in some extra, you know, extra shading or whatever. So you can see there where it's darker because we've used the, what have I used? Walnut brown. So I've used walnut brown here under the shadow, and then it's gonna just fade out a bit where we're going into the ginger. So yeah, that's working. Sorry. If you can imagine me sitting here with like my tongue sticking out while I'm concentrating on. I haven't used these markers in like forever, so obviously the best thing to do is put them out on a colour and chat, where it could all go horribly wrong. But yes, shall I show you though what I mean about the bleed? I know this is going to bleed. Look, they're just so juicy. But I thought with these you can get a sort of I mean the packet does actually come with a water brush pen, you know, one of those refillable things. So if you wanted to use these as watercolours, then you just put it off on a palette to the side and pick it up with a water brush. I have done that before, but it doesn't work very well in Colour in Heaven books. Like the paper just can't, the paper can't take it. So I don't do that anymore. So effectively I'm just doing this as straight colouring. We're just doing little strokes. So one of the things that came up when I was doing, you know, I asked a question of what kind of things you was going to see, or what you wanted to see on the channel. The colour and chats did seem to go down quite well, but it was also noted, some comments, that obviously I start a lot of things, because I don't have many colour and chats, I always start things and people never see them finished. Or they see the finished picture on, say, my, you know, end of month roundup or on Instagram, but they never see me finishing it on camera. So I thought what I would do with this one is I would follow up with this perhaps next week with another colour and chat, and we'll do it. So it's not colour along as such, And what I'll probably do is, you know, I'm starting this today, and then I'll probably do a little bit of work of it off camera, just like basic stuff, and to fill in, you know, finished bits, like maybe do some leaves or something like that that you might not particularly be interested in seeing. And then I can come back and we'll try and finish it. Whether I'll finish it next week in the colour and chat, but if not, then I'll come back again. You know, and this can be the mission. Right, so I want in here darker. But I think this technique, the tip to tip stuff, I don't do tip to tip very often. I don't know why. It's a good way to blend. It just makes the, because it's obviously like a gnarly old trunk as well. It's not just a tree, it's a gnarly old tree. I like that word, gnarly. So we want it to look really sort of blotchy, because it kind of, it's a tree stump, so it looks like, you know, he's seen better days. And you know, bits of bark might be flaking off and things like this. I think I want this bit. Oh no, so that kind of laps over the front. That's like a stump of the stump. So when we come back here, in fact we'll pick a even darker brown that I'm using, because I'm only using walnut brown, which is not super dark. Anyway, yeah, I'm feeling quite pleased with myself and my they're not, I don't like to call them New Year's resolutions, but you know, the goals so far are going well. For a start, I'm here doing the colour and chat, so that's like a bonus. I'm just doing little circular bits because to encourage it to be blotchy. But yeah, let me just do this stump and I'll show you what I've been doing in my companion, you know, my organiser. I just do it this way because obviously gravity helps the ink inside to travel down to the tip of this one. But yeah, I've been using my organiser, and you know, I'm not a bullet journaler, so it's not going to be anything amazing. But I did use fine liners and gel pens, which the fine liners is good because that's like multicoloured. But I found out obviously you use gel pens, and just like in colouring books, they take forever to dry. I was like, oops. So I have to remember if I ever use a gel pen, because I do like to use them because, you know, glitter. And I just have to remember, if I'm not going to shut the book, if I want to shut the book anytime soon, I need to put a piece of paper in there, otherwise it just would imprint on the other side. So let's just bring that up. Which way around am I doing it? Right, that way. I need to be careful, I'll drop my pen. But yeah, so I'll show you what I've done in my compendium in a minute. What else have I been up to? Well, I've been following the schedule actually. When I show you, you'll see that it's you'll see that how I've put in, you know, filming days. Whoops, that's fine, nobody will notice. And filming days and uploading days and when things should go live. I mean, I've only been doing it for a week, so it's not, I haven't actually had much time to fall off the wagon, so to speak. But I did do my filming on my filming days, and I have been setting up my videos to go live before they're needed. Now, quite often I would upload a video, fill out all the description spiel, and then just put it live, because, you know, everything I do, I just just randomly sticking it up. But no, I'm like, right, so I filmed it on Tuesday. If I edit on Wednesday and get it uploaded on Wednesday, and then set the timer for it to go live on Thursday. That's an example, because today is actually Thursday. I'm filming this for Saturday. Did I say why? Appreciate a Dragon Day. I think I did. See, I can't even remember what I've said. That's how bad my memory is. I can't even remember what I said 10 minutes ago. Anyway, so let's just bring this up. We'll do this whole trunk and then I'll show you. But basically, so apologies for Tuesday. I did the flip through for the Licornes, the unicorn, French unicorn colouring book. If you've not seen that, I'll put a link up in the corner. But I did flip through for that, and on Monday, because I'd already recorded that, I think on Friday, Thursday or Friday last week, and so I was like, yeah, let's put this up early, let's be organised, I'll be good. And yeah, so I uploaded it on Monday, got all my description and my tags and all this sort of nonsense that you have to do for YouTube, and uploaded it to go live 6:30 p.m. on Tuesday. Except, you know, apparently drop down menus and 24-hour clocks don't work well in my head. And I sent it and it went live. I woke up on Tuesday and it's just like, why is this video live? Because it went live at 6:30 in the morning. I'm like, uh-oh. So of course nobody was seeing it because, you know, everybody in the States was asleep and everybody in the UK was, you know, well, there's a few people around because it's obviously lockdown again. Can I just say, lockdown? Grr. So yeah, but basically, obviously, hardly anybody had seen it. So I thought, oh, what am I going to do? So I thought, right, I'll take it, I'll put it back to private, and then I rescheduled it to go back live again at 6:30 p.m. But then it occurred to me afterwards, and this was borne out at 6:30 p.m. when it re-went live. Everybody would have got their notifications and looked for the video, but of course I'd put it back again to be private, so it was like, so they couldn't see the video. And then when I put it live again, YouTube thought it'd been live for 12 hours. And obviously wouldn't have sent out new notifications. So it meant all the people that tried to look at it couldn't see it. And then anybody else just wouldn't have got a new notification. So I was just like, do you know what? I've really, I just basically screwed it up. So I uploaded it again. Had to upload it again and put it live. So sorry though if you got notifications and the video wasn't there, and then or you saw it and you saw it twice. Sorry, it's because I'm not very clever. Yeah. So that's a lesson learned. See, you think you're being organised, and then you find out you done it wrong. Right, I'll just be careful in here. These do have really nice fine tips though. I like these. I actually do like these pens. I don't know why I don't use them more. Well, I do, it's because they're water based, but I should use them more. Same with my Pitt pens, because these do a nice sort of painterly. It's like, it is almost like watercolours in a way. Some more dark in here. Yeah, so that was my mishap for the week. Sorry. I don't want that really dark in there. So what else have I been up to? Well, I've been filming. I've been trying to get caught up because last week when I went back to work I was a bit busier than I expected on my first, you know, back straight after the break, and it meant I didn't get so much filmed as I wanted, so I've been trying to catch up with that. I've still got, well, you've seen by now, you should have seen the 10 books I want to finish tag. So that's done. I still need to film, I've got another tag video to do, which is like the colouring discoveries. So I'm going to try and film that. Well, I might try and film that tomorrow, but it's not in my schedule to film it. If I film it tomorrow, I'm ahead of schedule, which would be nice. But I'll probably be filming that like Monday, Tuesday, something like that. Tuesday is supposed to be my filming days. That's the trouble with filming though. I'm self-employed and I work from home, which is great because I can be flexible within reason, but it also means that if I have work to do, like there's no one else here to cover for me. So whilst I might plan to do filming days, if I get busy, then it has to be pushed around. So I would like to get ahead of my filming, and that way it doesn't matter. I'm just going to put a bit more in here. Just work that up. But yeah, so hopefully I'm going to get my colouring discoveries tag filmed and stuff. I've got a couple of flips that I have filmed this week, so those will be going up. Well, at least one of them will be going up after this video, after this colour and chat. Though I do have to edit it still. Right, so let's just do one more bit. I just want to do under the, well, two more bits. I just want to get some shadow underneath these roots. What else? And then I've still got to do all my swatching videos. It's killing me, right? Because I don't want to play with my new paints, and you know, I've got the Monarch pencils. I don't want to, I'm not touching them because I've not filmed the swatches for them, and I want to do, you know, like a first impressions on camera, and you can't do that if you've already played with them. So that's the priority next week, to get my swatching done so that I can play with my Christmas presents. Oh my god, they're all my Christmas presents. If you've not seen the Christmas present video, it's there. But yeah, so I've got to get the swatching done. I've still got a couple of flips to film as well. I'll be following up this colour and chat with another colour and chat. So it's quite exciting actually, because I'm being organised about it. I'm actually seeing and thinking ahead to what is going to be going live. Right, so I think I'm going to just get that in with my dragon there. Just to have a bit of shadow. So basically all I did there, so I've been doing the tip to tip, which means it starts darker with the walnut brown into the ginger, and then it fades out. So I've just done it darker around here because that's where the tree stumps are, and then I've just done it a bit darker under the window and under the root and under that root, and yeah, so we've just got some shadow. So let me just show you. I'll put the lid on. I don't want them to dry out. I don't use them very often, but that doesn't mean I want them to dry out. Ooh. Right, so let me just quickly show you the Creative Companion. So this is what I've done. So I've finally found a use. So these are the hashtags for the month. Right now, I finally found a use for one of these gel pens. You know, the gel. If you get a big multi-pack of gel pens, you get these ones that like I don't know what they call them. But they're kind of rainbow effect, so like there'll be pink and blue and purple, and then there's others that are blue and green and all this sort of nonsense. And they're not very good for colouring with, but finally I found the use to them because they change colour as you write. So I've got my hashtags, got my buddy colours that I'm doing for the month, which I am down for 4, even though I said I'm not going to do 4. But to be fair, one of them at least is probably not going to be done by the end of the month. And this is like my theory of how I'm doing my calendar. So I have been using my fine liners to write with, because they won't bleed through, and also I don't have to worry about them drying. There's Appreciate a Dragon Day. So today, 10 books to finish. If it's in pink, that is a publishing day. So I'm filming this on Thursday night. Hopefully this will be going live. It's all uploaded and ready to go. It's supposed to go at 6:30, and that's the 10 books to finish. And what I've been doing is I've been writing my goals. So this is the colour and chat that I'm filming now. I want it to go live on Saturday. When I get this uploaded to YouTube, I'm going to put the circle around it. So that's when I want it to go live, and then when I've got the circle around it, that's when I know I've done my stuff on YouTube. And then the same in green, this is when I'm filming. So when I would like to film certain things that I know I'm going to film, and then when I've filmed it, I put a circle around it. And that way, so I've actually already done the mythographic filming, flip through, so I've already put a circle around that. But that means that if I miss doing it for any reason, if the light's bad or I run out of time and I've not put a circle, I know I can just look back and see that I've not done it and then do it on another day. So that's the theory. There's my hashtag. Oh, that's my own hashtag, as if I'm going to forget it. Oh my god, let me just talk about the hashtag. Right. Oh, I don't know what to talk about. I've got so many choices. My name in colour is my hashtag. If you've not seen it so far, hashtag for January, I'll put the announcement up there. But basically it's to colour the nameplate pages in your colouring books, which incidentally I realised when I did the flip through of this book, the companion, somehow I managed to turn 2 pages over, and this page has got a This Book Belongs To, so I need to colour that. But anyway, so yeah, if you've got a This Book Belongs To in your colouring books, then colour it and pop it up on Instagram or Facebook pages. You can use the hashtag. I'm in most of the groups, and yeah, that's the tag. But it's been so popular, I can't thank you enough. I'm so excited. I nearly didn't do this tag because there's lots of tags and for January, and I just didn't think about it. Oh, there's a siren. Is he gonna go? I think he's all right. I think he just toots because he's going through the junction. So yeah, I nearly never bothered with doing the tag, and I've had such a good response to it. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I posted the video, I think on New Year's Eve, was it? And somebody had already started and posted a picture on New Year's Day that they'd colour the page, and there's loads of them. If you are on Instagram, go to My Name in Colour 2021. You can follow the hashtag. But there's been a bunch of pages, so it's so exciting. And originally I talked about extending. Shall I go back to colouring? I talked about extending the tag to maybe do February, but somebody's actually suggested that I do it as an all-year tag. Should I carry on with these colours? Yeah, I think I will. Oh no, do you know what? I'm going to go for something a bit darker. I've got coffee because this is a dark shadowed area. So somebody's suggested that I do the tag for all year. I'm like, oh, shall I? But there's been such a good response. I think I might make this into an all year tag, My Name in Colour, because luckily I didn't put January in the tag or anything in the name, so I could, if I wanted, just change it to be a year-long tag. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments if you've been joining in. Thank you if you have. Have I mentioned how excited I am seeing people do my tag? Not only do the tag, but like apparently enjoying it. I'm like, wow, so cool. I've never done anything like that before. Yeah, so I might do My Name in Colour as a year-long tag if there's the interest, of course. I think I'm just going to work. Do you know what? I might just put that in there and we'll see if that. Because I want this to be a harsher line because it's a definite sticky, like the stump is over the top. I'm just going to put a little bit on the tip here. I have to be careful here because I don't want to pill the paper, but just to smooth the gradient. So yeah, that was quite exciting. I'm so easily pleased. I'm such a nerd. I've said it before. I get so geeky about things like that. But it's exciting. Right, so what else can I talk about? Let me just do this tip. Things that I've spotted. Okay, so as you know, we're in lockdown. If you're not aware of it though, Johanna Basford has released a new freebie picture by PDF. If I remember, I'll put a link to it before, but if not, it's on her website. You can just go down and download it, and she's given a new picture away. You know, it's like a sort of almost like a motivational type thing, you know, to keep your spirits up if you are in lockdown. I mean, I know not everybody is. Well, we are in the UK, but other parts of the world, not so much, particularly the States. But yeah, free PDF from Johanna, so that's always a good thing. She's such a generous artist. There are a lot of artists out there who, you know, are so generous with their work, and especially in situations like this about sharing. Right, so what should we do? We'll keep going, keep it dark. So yeah, that's one thing. Go and get yourself a free PDF from Johanna. And the other thing I thought I'd mention, because even though people probably won't be wanting to colour in the pictures at the moment because we're done with Christmas, but I noticed I own Hannah Lynn's images, PDFs, right, which I've bought directly from Hannah Lynn. And at Christmas she updated her Whimsy Girl Christmas book, and before it was just like 2 images, but she changed it so that you had the one girl, and then the second page was the same girl and the same picture, but it was like zoomed in a bit with less background. Anyway, if you've bought from Hannah Lynn, is that a leaf, or is that part? No, I think that's part of the tree. That's a bud. Sorry. So I think yeah. Well, I've lost my train of thought. Right, no, I know what I was saying. So if you've bought your PDFs in the past from Hannah Lynn, you get sent a link, and you know, the files are there permanently because, you know, in case you delete them by accident, I think, and stuff like that. Once you've made your purchase, you can permanently get it. It's in a drop folder, I think Dropbox or something like that. So if you have bought your Hannah Lynn Christmas book by PDF and you still have the link to where you purchased it, which you should have kept it, because, you know, you never know when you might lose your computer and your files. And I went and had a look, and she has updated the PDF. It's a revised one, so I do have now the new version of Whimsy Girls Christmas. I assume if she updates her other books, then the same thing will happen. She'll update the original files that are on the server, and then so you can just get your updated copy. You won't have to buy a second copy. So I thought I'd just throw that out there, as I found out. I know most people buy the books from Amazon. The only reason I've got them is if you belong to her newsletter, she sometimes sends out deals, like bundles. So I ended up actually buying all of her books eventually, because she would do like a big bundle. The only books I don't have now of Hannah Lynn's is, I don't have her last 3, I think. I don't have the Working Girls. I should probably use a different term for that. I don't know if that's a bit of a, not a slang, but there's an association with Working Girls. I don't think that's the kind of girls in her book that she's intending them to be. But I don't have the Whimsy Working Girls. I don't have what is it, Through the Ages, and then I don't have what's the most recent ones, like the Celebrations. And I want them, I really want them, but I'm using it as a motivation to actually, because I bought these bundles, it's meant that I got a whole bunch of books at once, because you know she's quite prolific, and I haven't coloured in all of the ones I've bought. So I need to colour in Enchanted Faces, and I need to also colour in you know, the Island Fantasy one, and I think I also need to colour in Tattoo Darlings. So there's like 3 books of Hannah Lynn's I've not even touched, and I'm like, well, until you've coloured in those, you don't get the new ones. Right? It's like not my lesson, but I can't just keep, much as I'd love to, I can't just keep buying books on whim. I need to show some restraint. So yeah, that's why I don't have any of the last 3 of Hannah Lynn's books. Hopefully soon. I'm on a mission to, you know, colour in more new books as opposed to just colour in my favourites. 2021 is the year of mixing things up, pushing myself. In theory. Right. Okay, I'm liking how that's going so far, but it's getting a bit dark out there. I'm sorry about that. It's we're having an awful storm. It rent through the night. Oh my god, there was just so much rain. I'm gonna build an ark. And it did oops. Okay. It did ease up a little bit earlier, which is fortunate because I had to go to the shop, buy some food. And it did actually ease up, so I didn't get wet, but it started again and now it's really dark. So I think what I might do is, on this mission, I'll just get this little bit done here on camera, and then so you're kind of seeing what I'm doing with this. First of all, with the tip to tip, where really, like, tip to tip is super easy to do. It's literally, as you say, as the name implies, you hold the tips and the markers together, and you just hold the whatever colour you want first. You hold that so that gravity is letting the ink get sucked into this one, and then it, you know, it fades out. So this light pen, which is ginger, is actually starting out dark, and then starts as you. The longer you leave it tip to tip, the more dark colour gets sucked into it. So yeah, but yeah, so you're seeing what I'm doing here. It's basically just doing the tip to tip to get some fading, and then the darker colours are all where it's like under the roots, under the thing, and I probably will be doing like some more shading just to emphasise that in pencil over the top. But I won't have to do very much because this is doing like the work. This is doing the real work. And yeah, so I'll do this bit and then I will do a bit more off camera. I'll be like, so if you do have this book and you have this picture and you want to colour along, like, consider that your homework. We'll just finish the tree stump. Yeah, I'm enjoying these pens. It's ridiculous. I get it in my head about that I don't like something, and I don't like water-based markers, as I've mentioned like 1,000 times. But I do actually quite like these, but I always forget to use them because I'm so stuck in that element of like, I don't like them. Plus also because they bleed, like, I get to that, it's like, if I'm going to use them, I may as well just use alcohol markers, unless I'm looking for an actual look, and the look I want here is textured, so this is why it works. I will leave a link to, well, I'm pretty sure this book is no longer available because it's so old, and I think it was quite popular. I will leave a link to the Anthem Publishing shop anyway, in case you want to check it out. But I'll see if I can find, this book is available on Etsy, but I think it's quite expensive. But it's When Dragons Dream or something like that. Yeah. Let me just do this bit, and then that's it for the day. But yeah. Quite like how this is going. And it counts for my 2021 goals to colour in more Colour in Heaven books. I've got a buddy colour set up now as well for which bit is that? The stump? That's the stump there. That's a leaf. This is the tree, isn't it? And this bit here. I've got a buddy colour set up as well for, what's it called? The Animal Wonderland, the Kanuko Agusa Colour in Heaven. So that's exciting. So I've got 2 pictures, Colour in Heaven pictures on the go for January. Whether they'll both be finished by the end of January, I could not say. But just having them like started, like that's good enough for me. And by now you've seen my 10 books to finish. You'll see there's 2 Colour in Heavens in there. So maybe I've been really of a mood to colour a Hannah Lynn. So maybe because I didn't get a chance to do a Christmas one, maybe I'll do a Hannah Lynn from my Colour in Heaven. Wow, if I could do 3 in January, that'd be a miracle. That's what it'd be. Okay, let's just do this. Don't need much dark here because we're on the top side. I don't know if you can hear the rain outside. Sometimes the camera picks things up, sometimes it doesn't. But it's peeing it down. That'll do nicely. So I think that's where I'm going to stop for today, because I think we're up to, well, 45 minutes or something. You know, there's only, oh, is that a bit, I can't tell. Let me put that in there. I think that's just I don't know if that's the sky or not. It's a bit of branch now. I think I just coloured in a bit of sky, to be honest, but doesn't matter. If I can't tell, nobody else will. Is that it as well? Yeah. Yeah. So I think having a colour and chat sort of 45 minutes to an hour, those are going to be my goals. Because apart from anything else, I can never think of things to say. Right, let's go with that. So what I'm going to do now is, off camera, I'm going to finish this tree here. So we've got, oh, I missed a bit there. So there's a bit of tree there, and we've got all the tree that runs here and a bit of the roots. So I will do that off camera, and then next time we come back, you can see it, you know, how we've got, and we'll do some leaves, or we'll do the dragon. Yeah, so that'll be next week. Oh, it's like a colour along, but not a colour along. I think I quite like this idea of going away and doing some off screen, so it's not quite so intensive. So yeah, that's it for today. Let's leave it there. I will stop talking. I hope you enjoyed this colour and chat. I don't really feel like I spoke about very much. Mainly I talked about my companion, and that's not very exciting. But we got a bit of picture done, so that's good. Have a great day. Take care. See you again soon. And bye for now. Bye.